Hi everybody, how's it going today? It's Saturday morning, a little bit rainy and cold outside, so I think we're going to do indoor activities today, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a little wet and muddy, but what we did do this week, Dad's been a little bit busy. You've been busy too with all your school and martial arts and everything. We did build ourselves a test track this week, so that was kind of our project this week, because we don't have a good spot on our layout to just test things. And when it comes down to cleaning wheels and stuff like that, we don't have a good spot to just clean wheels, because when we use a little bit of rubbing alcohol on a paper towel to clean the wheels, we kind of disturb some of the scenery. So we built our test track, we messed with it last night, we really like it. We just grabbed our MRC Tech 6 controller, because that does give us a good idea of what a DC train does and what a DCC train does, so when we have a new train we can test out the sounds and stuff. But today, we're going to play with our Thomas and Friends trains, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have collected quite a few trains over the years. Our very first train that we purchased was Thomas, right?
Yeah.
That was when you were 3 years old, and he's had a couple of years of a lot of fun on our track. And then we collected some other guys. Who's that? That's Bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill's like a little switcher. And then we have James, Gordon, Spencer's cool, he's a big train, he's like a big streamliner. And then we have Coco, she's not from Thomas and Friends, that's from Chuggington?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Chuggington. And then last week we hit our hobby shop and we decided it was time to add the Bachmann Douglas train.
Number 10.
Yeah, that's to our, I think there's a Donald with Donald's number 9, which he's similar to Douglas. But we decided to add Douglas to our train. He's a little bit more traditional looking steam train. He looks really, really sharp.
Should I get the cords for all of these?
No, because what we're going to do is we're going to test all these. We're going to test Douglas, make sure he runs good, right?
Yeah.
And we're going to make sure, because sometimes the little pistons on the wheel need a little bit of lubricant, so we'll put a drop of LaBelle 102 gear lubricant on there, and that stops any little squeaking or anything like that. So let's open Douglas, and we're going to run them. Just a hard clamshell package. Now most of our model trains, we have really enjoyed the Thomas trains. They are not DCC, they are not sound, although I have seen people convert them. But for young children, I think that they are just fine for simple operations. So you gotta be really careful here, buddy. Now the one thing I do like about all of our train stock is that everything comes in a nice box where you can put things back in the box when you are finished. So that's the only thing that I really kind of don't like about these trains, is that they don't come with a packaging that we can reseal. So Dad doesn't save any of the clamshell stuff, we just kind of get rid of that. So this is Douglas, he's beautiful. All metal wheels, he's shiny. Always got to be very careful pulling things out, because a lot of times, even on the nicer locomotives, people break them just pulling them out. Now the paint on these, be very careful partner, the paint on these are very nice. Like we've had Thomas for a few years, and there is nothing worn off from touching him. They get a little bit dusty sometimes because they sit on our track. So the paint quality is superior. All metal wheels on everything, even on the tenders. I can't say for certain if the train cars that come with these are all metal wheels, but I think they are, because there hasn't been any buildup on the track from those. So they have a different coupler system, which is nice for kids because it's easy for them to connect, because they just kind of, they're a spring-loaded coupler. I think they call it a finger-type coupler. It's just a design that Bachmann came up with. The only downside of that is you can't hook up to traditional rolling stock, because the couplers are different. I have seen people convert them, but that seems like a lot of work, right?
Yeah.
We have fun running them with our Thomas engines and stuff like that.
You can't hook the Thomas trains to the real looking trains, because they both have different hook and they're both different mods. Okay,
so let's see. What's the most important thing? These are DC trains, right?
Yeah.
So on our controller, this is a dual controller, so we just need to make sure we're in standard mode, because these are standard trains. You will cook the motors in dual mode. So there's no sound controls, but what we're going to do is we're going to give him a couple of rides back and forth. So we did, on our test track, we felt it was important to put re-railers in the middle because it makes it easier to get the trains on the track, everything lined up. And then also, if you do have a train that's a little bit haywire, the re-railer will help it stay on the track. So let's put Douglas back here. And if you can see in the camera, if not, that's fine. We're going to run all these trains in our Empire today, right, buddy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, you can see, we'll put him back here. And let's try, I'm not quite sure. So this is direction sensitive, depending on how it's wired in DC mode, if that makes any sense. In dual mode, forward and back will work. It'll do what you want it to do no matter which way the train is facing. So let's go ahead. Let's see if we're going the right way. Yeah, so we're going the right way. So it's working, okay? So let's go ahead and bring it up slow, buddy. These trains take off a lot faster than the DCC trains. So, and we'll go ahead and we'll take off a little bit. Give them a little bit. Yeah, it was working. Let's try it, hang on. You need to get it more power.
Oh, he moved.
He did move. Uh-oh. This might be the first time we have one of these trains that don't want to move. You know what? Let's try it again. Okay. Well, if not, we'll try a little bit of lubricant. So we'll go ahead and we'll give it the Laval 102, just a little bit. Because we already kind of destroyed the packaging. You would pretty much have to send it back to the factory and ask for. And that could take a long time by the time they service it and everything else.
There we go.
He works! Oh my goodness, look at that! Nice! He works! Okay. So, let's go ahead and switch directions, buddy. Yeah. Real slow throttle. When you're operating trains, you want to do everything real slow.
All right. We got Douglas working, huh, buddy? Yeah, it's pretty cool. See his eyes moving back and forth. I'm going to back him up. Nice. Douglas is a really nice looking train. He's going to fit in really nice with Thomas and friends. So some minor repair, and he is good as new. Nice. Awesome.
He operates nice. Okay, so I think we're going to give him just a little bit of lubricant on all the little pistons. Okay? Douglas was our first train that gave us issues. So let's go ahead and let's get him a little bit of back and forth. The other reason why we chose the HO scale is because these trains, yeah, because you're in backward. Yeah, so go quick forward and back a few times. We're going to listen to him, make sure there's no squeaking or anything like that. Nice. Okay, go backwards, full speed. So just by the nature of these trains, yeah, there's a lot of moving parts here. So these trains make a little bit more noise than like a modern diesel that doesn't have sound. So it's just because you have all these moving parts, so they make a little bit of noise. So when we have a bunch of these running, sometimes it's loud, and it's not like engine sounds or anything like that. It's just the sound of the wheels on the train. Yeah, right. Yeah, so that's Spencer having a look. Okay, so let's give him a few times forward and back. We'll put Douglas away. What we have to do is actually, we got it working, so that's good. If you are afraid to fix it, send it back to the manufacturer. So that's not a big deal. That was a pretty simple fix for Dad. That was just kind of a freak thing. So let's go back and forth a few times. We're still going backwards, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll switch it. I mean, you're freaked out. So we put some foam weather strip on the end. So if we do like hit the ends a little bit hard, if we don't stop in time, we're going to be fine. Yeah.
Because we have rubber on the side.
Mm-hmm. So what that's going to do, I think we're going to spend some time cleaning all our wheels. We'll do that. This will probably be like the fast forward section of the video. And then we'll take everything down to our Empire. And we'll run today. We'll let Douglas check out his new home. He's a sharp looking train. I like it. Okay, so let's show everybody on, we have a Broadway Limited steam train. It's Rock Island 2017. It's a smaller steam train. So we're going to go ahead, I'll get it, I'll take care of it. I can reach right here. Yeah, relax. So these trains, this is a higher end train now, okay? We do like running higher end stuff, but we still enjoy Thomas. We're gonna use our re-railer to get everything on there. Always takes a little bit of work. Those front wheels are the ones, these I believe need a minimum of 22-inch radius turns. So I do think that this smaller guy though, we have run it on 18-inch turns safely. So, but when you start getting into the big Broadway Limited. Okay, so let's switch it over to dual mode, buddy. Speed all the way down. Dual mode, yep, so hit mode. Mode, that's mode, remember? Okay, so let's go ahead, we want to go forward, right?
Yep.
Because this is DCC, it's going to go forward. There's our train. Nice. Yeah, and that guy makes some noise. We might have turned the smoke off the last time we used it. There's our headlights. Oh, the smoke's starting to work. Yes, let's go back and forth a few times. We'll show everybody how it works. That's like a crossing whistle, right? So this guy actually has a little bit more of a coast. So you have to pay attention when you want to slow down. So we turned it off and the brake sounds turn on, right? Nice. Okay, let's go backwards. Looks like the smoke unit's starting to warm up, so maybe we can get everybody to see some smoke. Ooh. And then the back light's on because it's reversing. Go ahead, let's back it all the way up, buddy. There's a little crew in there. The lights turn on just by nature.
There's a fire guy in there for all the pool.
The fireman's in there. Nice. That's fine. It shows that you're worried about the trains a little bit. Okay, so let's switch. What else do we got? We have some radio sounds on this one, right? Talking to a maintenance crew. That's pretty cool, huh? Nice. Pretty cool. It's smoking a little bit, but I think we need to add more smoke to it to this one. Okay, so anyway, that's it. You want to go downstairs and we'll run our trains? But that's what you can do with the MRC Tech 6 controller. Unfortunately, I don't think you can find them new anywhere right now, so Dad happened to find a used one. That's your final call. All aboard. That's pretty cool. And then you have a few different horns on here. You have number 2. Number 1's the bell. That'll stay on until you hit it again. And then I think 13. There's a couple different crossing horns. Pretty cool. And then what else is there? I think 25. Do ship 25, buddy. That's more like a grade crossing.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to shut everything off.
When I was about...
And you can run this in DC. You don't have to run it in DCC. You just don't have control of the sound.
When I was about 2, we went on a rail train.
That's right. You were 2.5 years old.
That looked just like that.
Yeah, okay. No, it didn't look like. Oh, you know what? We did. We did take a trip. We didn't go on the train, but we looked at the train. But we did take a cross-country Amtrak trip. That was cool.
Yeah.
We'll do that again someday when the world gets back to normal. So let's get a paper towel, buddy, and we will clean all the wheels of our tires. We'll kind of show everybody how that works. I don't remember what we've cleaned before. This is my last. I like the blue paper towels because they're a lot less lint. They're a little bit more expensive. But what you do is you take a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Okay? And this is something Dad'll do. And we're going to take Thomas, and we're going to put him on the track. So part of the reason why we wanted to make a test track is because we found that doing this on our trackers is just an easy way to clean the wheels without harming the metal. Let's go ahead and put it in dual mode, okay? Go ahead. You gotta get his wheels turning. Nice. Now we'll clean our middle wheels and our front wheels. So short trains are kind of hard. As long as you have one set of drive wheels on the track. Go ahead, buddy. Now, because I turned him around, he would be going in reverse because he's not a DCC train. He's just DC. Nice. Nice and shiny wheels. So that's Thomas. We're going to spend a little bit of time cleaning everybody, I think. Yep, let's do him. Okay, go ahead. Give me some power.
I am.
Yep, a little more. Yep, go ahead.
Switching it to full.
So your trains are going to run a lot better
With clean wheels.
with clean wheels, right? We had a lot of, oh yeah, he was really dirty. You know what we're going to do? We're going to give him a little bit more on the edge because he's such a short train. Now kids, do this with your parents, okay? Always, always, always ask for your parents' help. Because on pretty much all train sets it says 12 and up or 14 and up. Go ahead and give me some power, buddy. Go ahead. Do it. Power.
I am full.
Yeah, smaller trains are harder to clean. Ooh, he's so nice and clean.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, let's do James. James. We're going to do James.
Oh, yeah.
So now some of these are a little bit harder because they have the tenders. You just take the tender off. The tenders have nice metal wheels too. You can take a Q-tip and just kind of clean those off. These are the ones that really, 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 really get gunked up though. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh yeah, we're getting them clean now. Go ahead. Go.
Is that full?
Okay. Go ahead.
It's done.
If you wanted to grease the gears, but I'm saying that they come pre-greased. I don't feel like it's really necessary to grease. Now you used to run these trains at crazy high speed, like fast, 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 but they stayed on pretty good, right? They stayed on really well. Yeah, as long as you have decent track work, they stay on. We run them a little bit slower at normal speeds. I don't feel that a ton of maintenance is needed. We were running Thomas. We had Thomas when you were 3 years old, right?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
6.
That's right, you're 6. So these trains have all been run very hard, up and down inclines, and they've lasted a long time. So kudos to Bachmann for making a nice quality toy. I hope nobody's upset that I had to take apart Douglas. But you know what? They are mechanical things. Mechanical things break, and sometimes mechanical things are not that great out of the box. I bought brand new cars that did not work very well and needed to be worked on. Okay, let's shut everything off. Let's go run trains. Are you ready?
Our steam engines are cool, but they're expensive.
Yeah, the steam engines, we don't have a lot of those kind of steam engines because they're pricey. Douglas.
Did I make you go? Nice, buddy. Can you bring them all to a stop? Nice. Why don't you go ahead and stop the big train? The other controller. Nice. Was that fun? Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Sweet.